Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the July meeting of the Mount Carmel Area School Board. We stand up, we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and after the pledge, we're going to have a moment of silence specifically for Michael Clinbera Jr., son of Mike Gish Clinbera, the longtime athletic director of Our Lady of Lourdes. He passed away last week from cancer. He was a PIAA official in football, basketball, baseball, and softball, and oversaw many Red Tornado events. Mount Carmel Area School District joins our athletic co-op partners at Our Lady of Lourdes in expressing our condolences to his family. So we'll say the pledge and have a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Roll call.
Mr. Valier. Absent. Mr. Becker.
Present.
Mr. Brett.
Here.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Here.
Mrs. James is present. Mrs. Latour. Absent. Mr. Muldowney.
Here. Yes, just some announcements from the superintendent desk, Mr. Reynolds. So just some back to school dates for everyone. Again, this information was sent out to our learning community, but if anyone has any specific questions, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or any of our principals. Our elementary kindergarten orientation will be Wednesday, August 16th, as will our open house up here in the junior senior high at 6 o'clock. Our open house for elementary grades 1 through 3 and 4 through 6 will be on Thursday, August 17th and Monday, August 24th. I'm sure our principals in the elementary will get into more details here in a little bit. And as well as for the first time this year, we're holding an open house for all of our students that are attending the Northumberland County Career and Tech Center on Monday, August 14th at 6 o'clock. So again, more information coming with that as well. At this time, Mr. Renner, I'd also like to review a little bit with our learning community on our charter cyber costs, which I do every July. I would just also like to remind our community that a full PowerPoint with additional information is also found on our main website. But as far as the rising costs of cyber education, last month, our district passed a $23 million operating budget, of which nearly $1 million goes towards our district to pay for students that attend outside cyber schools. The cost associated with outside cyber education has continued to increase, as PA charter change has noted here on my PowerPoint. Since 2007, costs have increased by $1.4 billion or 229%, while charter enrollments have only increased by 112%, so nearly doubled. What I am hoping to impress upon our community is that this additional cost is obviously a cost to our district. I will review some important details today in this PowerPoint and would like to encourage, again, anyone in our community that would like additional information to please contact me in a district office. So here's the important information that I would like our learning community to understand. We have our own cyber school called Tornado E-Learning Academy, or TELA. Students can attend our own cyber school, again, TELA, at a fraction of the cost versus outside cyber schools. And we believe our own cyber school, TELA, offers equal, if not better, of an educational opportunity for students and families that are looking into a cyber education. The best way to probably explain this is using a Home Depot and Lowe's example. Very similar stores, I'm sure all of us would agree, very similar. If we're looking to buy a lawnmower, a cabinet, a power tool, a refrigerator, and we would go shopping at Lowe's or Home Depot, would any of us pay nearly double the price of the exact same item if we went to Home Depot or Lowe's? Oftentimes, this is what's going on with cyber schools. Our district is paying nearly double what it costs for us to educate that child in our own cyber school or TELA. A regular education student costs our district nearly $8,000 by attending an outside cyber. A special education student costs our district $20,000. And again, the point that I'm trying to impress upon everyone tonight is this is an additional cost to our district. Again, nearly $1 million every year goes to our students going to an outside cyber, again, not our TELA. Another important slide that I think differentiates the different funding systems between school districts and charter schools. The funding is based on a special education funding formula that differentiates students into 3 cost tiers for special education students. So in other words, on that previous slide, when I described nearly $20,000 will go to an outside cyber if a special education student leaves our district. There are tiers of special education students, low, middle, and high. A majority of students that qualify for special education, what we would term as a lower cost, they might just have a reading disability, or they might need their questions read to them when they're taking an assessment. At the other end of the spectrum, there are special education students that need a higher tier of level of service. They might need an additional teacher or additional staff person to be with them all day so they can meet their educational needs. What this slide is explaining is that this charter school will charge us on the high end. So no matter what, they're charging us $20,000 for a special education student to attend their cyber academy, where oftentimes the student is not in that much of a need. And that's what this next slide is showing here. What we feel, and again, all this information is found on our website. PA Charter Change is a great website for someone who would like to look into it in more detail. We feel that 185 million in overpayments to charter schools have went out over the 2020 to 21 school year. And by this yellow chart, you can see the majority of students are what we would term as a lower end tier, where a small percentage are that higher end. And again, the charter schools are charging us at that high end no matter what. Again, I tried to be brief tonight with our community. There's a lot of important information, but the major part of this, what I'd like all of you to take home, is that if you're thinking about cyber education, which again, there's a portion of students and families that cyber education is the best education. We believe that your best education is here with Mount Carmel area teachers, but again, there's some students, some families that feel that this cyber education is better for them, and we understand, but we would like you to think about our own Tornado e-learning academy. It is your best option. We have many staff members, including me. Miss Cassandra Niglio is our telecoordinator, our guidance, our principals. Anyone in our district will be able to explain the many options that Tele can provide you. So again, if anyone in our community would like more information on our Tele and how we would like to encourage all outside cyber school students to return to MCA, there's an educational pamphlet found in my PowerPoint as well as our main website. And at this time, Mr. Reno, that's all I got.
Thank you, Mr. Cheddar. Motion is needed to approve the minutes of the June 15, 2023 regular board meeting. Motion, Mr. Gonzalo.
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Britt, on the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Is there a PTA representative here? No? If not, I'm going to turn it over now to Mr. Sakavage. And he has some comments on athletics.
Thank you, Mr. Reno. If you have been in a coma or traveling the Arctic Circle or been living in the cave the last 2 weeks, you probably don't know this. But if you haven't, you probably do know that we've been very fortunate here in our community to have 2 young men that have achieved their ultimate goal in life in being drafted and going on to Major League Baseball. And we're proud to know that part of their journey was here at Mount Carmel area, and we hope that that was something that drove them and getting to college and then moving on. And we're proud, unfortunately, not to have those 2 young men here tonight because they're on the road with their teams, but we have their parents here tonight. But we do want to take a moment to recognize both of them, and we do have citations here. I will paraphrase a little bit of it here. We have TJ and Michelle here. Schultz representing their son Tom, but the citation does say that we acknowledge the fact that Mount Carmel area and Our Lady of Lourdes do maintain a cooperative agreement in scholastic sports, and specifically that is varsity Goalies baseball. And Thomas, as a student at OL, played for the Big Red baseball team and excelled on the mound as a pitcher, received numerous awards and recognitions for his outstanding performances and abilities. He went on to a stellar collegiate career at Vanderbilt and University, and the members of our baseball program was an integral part of his pitching staff. And on July 10th, was chosen in Major League Baseball's player draft by the Washington Nationals of the National League's League's Eastern Division. Also, we are fortunate, most schools don't have one player getting drafted. We are blessed with having two people being drafted here. And we also have Deb and Tom Reisinger representing Tom Reisinger, who also was drafted. And their citation also reads that he has a member of the varsity baseball team by attending Mount Carmel area. Played on the baseball diamond for the Big Red and excelled also on the mound, and also received his numerous awards and recognitions for his outstanding performances and abilities. And again, he also went on to a stellar career at East Stroudsburg University, and as a member of that baseball program, was also an integral part of their pitching staff, which led him to be also chosen on July 10th to Major Leagues player draft by the Oakland Athletics. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Pastor Reynolds, President of the Board, to present the citation.
All right, so on behalf of the Mount Carmel Area School Board Administration, faculty and staff and coaches, players of the MCA sports program, we extend a red tornado congratulations and declare that this Friday, July 21st, 2023 will be Thomas Reisinger Day on all MC sports facilities, practice fields. We further offer our sincere best wishes to his family and himself for continued success, happiness, and good health.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the Mount Carmel Area School Board Administration, faculty and staff, and coaches and players of the MCA sports program, we extend a Red Tornadoes congratulations and declare this Friday, July 21st to be Thomas Schultz Day. On all MCA sports facilities and practice fields, we further offer our sincere best wishes to his family and himself for continued success, happiness, and good health. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Parents and
Thank
sister.
you.
Thank you so much. Good job. Thank you guys very much. You're welcome to say something if you'd like, but you don't have to.
We better go outside, take a picture.
Yeah.
Can't go outside there.
Just appreciate everything.
Yes,
Did a
thank
blast-
you.
Did a blast here in every sport. Everything was great the whole way through. Still missing it for him and I'm missing it for her. And they still fight over who's better, but when she holds up the gold medal. I appreciate everybody in here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And so does Tommy. Thank you.
We're very appreciative also, and let's get Eads more money. I mean, people put two people in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
I say when we leave, you talk about a raise.
And the caveat to that, I'm sorry, Tom, but they had 2 draft picks and he didn't win anything. So maybe we had to give him a cut.
I don't know.
No, seriously,
His most
seriously.
wins in a season.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, since the draft was instituted in 65, we have had 3 people drafted. And we had 2 drafted within 45 minutes. So I think it's gonna be the answer to a trivia question forever and ever. And I don't know that it'll ever be matched. So congratulations to all of you.
Well, you say they didn't win anything, Jose, but I think they won the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Well, they personally, yeah.
Yeah.
most wins in a season for the baseball team.
That's great.
Yeah,
Tommy's junior year and Thomas's senior year.
TJ, you didn't have to tell me that, trust me.
Because I don't have those degrees. I just know numbers.
No, whenever Tom wanted to know something, he was on the phone with me, so that's the reason we knew. It's okay, it's congratulations, it was an awesome feat for both boys and.
We're gonna get ET some more money when we leave.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Michelle.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jose.
Take care. man.
Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. At this time, we want to have recognition of guests desiring to speak to listed agenda items. If you have a just listed agenda item you'd like to talk about, please state your name and address. Anyone? Anybody online, Mr. Tresker?
No comments.
Okay.
No, we're
Okay.
good. We're good.
All right, how about administrative reports, Mr. Cheddar?
Nothing additional at this time, Mr. Reno.
All right, high school, senior high principal.
Good evening, everybody. 7th and 8th grade summer school was completed on July 14th. The senior high summer school is still in progress and will conclude on July 28th. We've been working on scheduling students for next school year. Schedules will be available online August 9th. Schedule changes will be done Monday, August 14th and Tuesday, August 15th for students in grades 10 through 12. Schedule changes for students in grades 7 through 9 are done on an individual basis once school begins. I would just like to take a moment to thank Frank Brosh, as well as Dominic McGinley, Craig Chicatano, and Jake Wojcik for all their hard work at the stadium this summer. Thank
All
you.
right, all right, thank you. Elementary school principal.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Just a few things. A reminder that if any families have not yet registered their child for kindergarten for the upcoming school year, please do so ASAP. Kindergarten classroom and teacher assignment letters will be sent out to families in the next week or two. And I thank you, Mr. Cheddar, for mentioning the beginning of the year dates. I have one to add to that, and that is for pre-K orientation, which will take place on Tuesday, August 15th from 12:30 p.m. until 2 p.m. Parents will need to remain at the school with their students, and then at 2 p.m. we'll do a mock bus run for the kids to have a practice what it's like to ride on the bus. The elementary summer school program actually wrapped up today. Today was their last day. Thank you to the kindergarten teachers for working throughout the summer to complete kindergarten screenings for all new kindergarten students. CSIU consultants will be in the elementary school beginning the first week of August to begin providing a co-teaching professional development series to some of our teachers that will go on throughout the school year. A special thank you as well to the custodial staff in for all of their hard work in preparing the school for the upcoming school year. Our teachers are thrilled, the floors are beautiful, and they're finished. So we're ready. And thank you to our secretaries, Kim Bardis and Tina Meredith, for all of their help getting ready for the upcoming school year. Thank you.
Mrs. Ruskin. Special education director report.
Thank you. Good evening. We wrapped up our ESY program this week. So thank you to the teachers and the staff that helped with that program this year. I think it was a success for the students. And thank you to the maintenance staff that helped with the move. Mrs. Elgin and I moved our office, so we had a lot of work done and move from one place to the other. So that was a feat to move all of our equipment and everything. So thank you very much to Mr. Brosh and his staff for helping us move. And that's all I have.
Thank you. All right, maintenance report.
Good evening. As we all know, since summer break has left out, we've been busy stripping, cleaning the rooms, and waxing. We are 3/4 of the way done, and we will be prepared for the opening day. Throughout the school, we have been installing smart boards. There's roughly about 13 being installed throughout. In doing so, we're also working with Gary, our tech, installing cameras to make the place a lot safer. We also did some exterior identification for safety measures. The grounds have come back around after our dry spell last month. Everything is looking nice and green. We have received our new mower. It is in service and is doing a great job. Also, we had ordered faucets to be installed throughout the elementary. The original hardware is past its date. We are updating that throughout as soon as they arrive. Our HVAC system has been serviced. All the filters have been cleaned and maintained. That is all I have for the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brosh. Athletic director's report.
Good evening, everyone. We had our first round of sports physicals offered by the school district on July 7th, and many athletes took advantage of the opportunity. Our next physical date will be August 11th from 4 to 5 p.m. in the high school gym lobby. Cost is $20, and checks can be made payable to Dr. Jeff Greco. Our football and cheerleading teams had a very successful youth camps within the last few weeks, and our track team will be hosting an additional youth camp coming up on July 31st, August 1st, and August 2nd. Any last minute program adds to the 2023 football program are being accepted in the high school athletic office. And lastly, I know Greg touched on this last board meeting, but we would just like to thank our athletic secretary, Sharon Stankiewicz, for all of her time, effort, and dedication that she has given throughout the years. She will be retiring from her position this year. She's done a tremendous job of keeping our office running smoothly, and MCA has been very lucky to have her. She'll be definitely missed by both of us, but we wish her the best in her retirement.
Thank you. All right, anything else? That's it. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, motion is needed to approve athletic item number 1 as listed. Have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. On the question? Roll call vote?
Mr. Valley is absent. Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Brett?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo?
Yes.
Mrs. James votes yes. Mrs. Latour is absent. Mr. Muldowney?
Yes.
Mr. Reno?
Yes.
Mr. Doc?
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, is there any committee reports? Mount Carmel Area Education Foundation?
Mr. Reno, our foundation will be meeting next month. So after our next scheduled meeting, which will be August 17th, our foundation will be meeting here at the high school.
Okay, all right. So under new business, we will need a motion in a second.
Financial.
Oh, I missed financial aids. Oh, I went really high.
They bring you out here fast yet, so we're waiting on that.
All right, go back to number 9. Motion need to approve financial items 1 through 4.
Motion.
Motion is second. Second, Mr. Brecker. On the question? Roll call.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Brett?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo?
Yes.
Mrs. James votes yes. Mrs. Latour is absent. Mr. Muldowney?
Yes. Yes.
Right, also vote.
Okay, Mr. Valiant? Absent. Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Brett?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo?
Yes.
Mrs. James votes yes. Mrs. Latour is absent. Mr. Muldowney? Mr. Reno?
Yes.
Mr. Zach?
Yes.
Now can I do personal items? Just trying to. All right, personal items. I need to read number 12. Number 12 should read hire Brendan Leamy as secondary biology teacher pending PA intern certification at a salary of $38,598 bachelor scale with benefits as per the CBA. And then number 13 is approve the hire of Peyton Schuman as secondary English teacher at a salary of $42,257 bachelor's with benefits as per the teacher's contract with a start date of August 16, 2023. This position is open due to a retirement. So motion is needed for items 1 through 30 as listed.
Motion. Second.
On the question?
You made a motion. Sorry. Sure. Second.
On the question? All right, roll call vote.
Mr. Reno?
Yes.
Mr. Zach?
Yes.
Mr. Valiant is absent. Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Brett?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo?
Yes.
Mrs. James votes yes. Mrs. Latour is absent. Mr. Muldowney? Still online. Okay.
All right. Any public comments and questions at this time? Motion needed for adjournment? Motion.
Second.
Thanks, Mr. Brecker, second, Mr. Britt, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, next meeting, regular meeting is August 17, 2023. Thank you, everyone.